So about this week and the rest of this month, let's get into the 1010 portal and the eclipses upcoming, because truly everything that I've spoken into is being so beautifully assisted by these energies. The 1010 portals being today, happy 1010 portal. This is very much about completion and wholeness and new beginnings, because anytime there is a completion, there's a new beginning, of course. So anybody that ever tunes into tarot, this would be the Wheel of Fortune card as well. So there's this beautiful energy of destiny, which aligns with this North Star, true North idea that's been coming through a lot. And as we align with all of this and step forward into our destiny, this portal is truly assisting us in doing that. So, we have these days every year, of course. Let me take a sip of water. So why is this one so potent? Why have the energies been so intense this year? Well, this is a 7-year, 2023 is a 7-year. And when we have these energetics aligning, because everything is energy, right? This is what we've been speaking into. So it makes a lot of sense that the energy of the year that we're in, it's a collective frequency too. We can say the calendar is all, made up as well, but it's a collective energy that we're working with. And we have these solar flares and all of this solar activity that has really been ramping up. So we've had since 5-5, the new earth energies were anchored into the earth grid. There's still more coming online, but officially the ascension was secured, technically speaking, at the earth level. Gaia herself ascended as of the 5-5 portal. And those eclipses in May, if you think back to May, that was a very intense time for many of us. And over the summer and through September, we've had all of these incredibly, very, very powerful and potent alignments. We had the 777 portal in July, the nodal shifts, Aries and Libra axis, which is, I will get into that in a moment, but it's really interesting, the alignment with what's happening in the Middle East and this upcoming eclipse. It's not, it's very heavy to think about, but at the same time, when you think about all of the layers of what's happening, it doesn't seem coincidental. So we have all of these energies that have been working with us and through us to clear, to help us embody, to help us elevate, to help us activate. And now is that time to really bring completion to this process of healing and releasing. And if we haven't been tuning in and doing the work, well, now is a really beautiful and powerful time to get really clear on what else needs to be released and what else gets to come into alignment, what we get to let go of. So this is a timeline shift. This is that quantum leap energy, but again, more of a collapse, a timeline collapse, if you will, so we can just easily step and flow into that new timeline. So rather than having to leap up all the rungs of the spiral, we get to just kind of move into it with ease and flow, right? Because we're in alignment. So this day is a powerful day. And then this Saturday, October 14th, is the solar eclipse on the Libra Aries axis. So it's a solar eclipse in Libra, and Libra is all about balance. So the 1010 is bringing balance into our life. And then we have the eclipse followed 4 days later, and this is really amplifying that energy. So the new moon itself, it would be a new moon, it is a new moon, would always be a really beautiful time for new beginnings. And with the Libra, it's about new beginnings from a space of balance and harmony. It's the scales of justice coming into our life. If we feel like we've been stuck or something, things really might open up. A lot of people are saying that this is going to be like a whole new era, that this is a game changer. People say that a lot for eclipses, but this one feels different because of this year being a 7-year. It's this extra layer of physical and spiritual completion and mastery, connecting to the chakra system. So we have a lot of energies working with us right now, in the now, to actualize and embody. So this is a very powerful and beautiful time to truly align with our destiny and to become the co-creators of our reality. So eclipses are always catalysts for change, and this one is no different. So you can look at it like a cosmic gateway for opportunity, for growth, for change. And again, change isn't necessarily bad. So sometimes people get scared by change. Sometimes people get excited. They're like, yes, I'm ready for that next level. So shift into that energy. Especially if you're feeling like things are not in alignment for your life, embrace change. Change can be tumultuous, but it can also be smooth. So whatever does come through, feel gratitude for what is coming in, because it is here to clear out and sweep out anything that is not in alignment with our true soul's destiny. So we're embodying that optimistic vibration, ideally, and having gratitude for what comes in again. So this is, again, about entering a new paradigm in our life. And the lunar nodes shifted into Libra and Aries over the summer. And the North Node is in Aries. Yes, and the South Node, I had a momentary blank out. And the South Node is in Libra. They've been in the Taurus Scorpio axis, North Node Taurus, South Node Scorpio. So this is a pretty big shift. For the last 2 years or so, we've had eclipses in the Taurus and Libra North Node, Taurus Scorpio axis. And the lunar eclipse on the 28th will be the final one in the Taurus Scorpio axis. So yeah, we're still completing that as we enter the new one. So it's just really fascinating when you begin to tune into the energetics, how they really have all been assisting us in clearing out what is not aligned so we can embody our truer higher self. And there's particular energies that we work through with the particular planetary alignments and the particular nodes and the particular zodiac alignments, and the 5-5 versus 6-6 versus 7-7-7, and then 8-8 Lionsgate and all of that, right? And then the Pisces new moon, the end of August. Whoa, that was a big one. Full moon, I'm sorry. That really felt like the end of the Piscean era, entering the Aquarian era. So all of this has really been assisting us in moving forward into this new energy. And of course, it takes a lot of calibration, a lot of recalibration of the energies. So people are like, oh, this is getting really annoying. Like, every single one is the game changer. Well, every single one has been a game changer, because we're changing the game entirely. And we get opportunities with every single one to align more completely with this new reality. This time, though, with the 10-10, next year is an 8-year. So I feel like this 10-10 portal is really pushing us forward into this, like preparing for what is yet to come, as far as literally starting to build these new foundations, the new earth foundations, the new systems and structures. This is a big deal, because we are literally creating an entire new reality, entire new systems and structures for humanity. This is huge. So we're not, I don't personally believe, experiencing a cataclysmic type event. There's going to be nuance to that, what that could look like, of course. But, as far as the poles shifting and continents sinking, I don't think we're going to experience things to the level that we have in past civilization shifts, personally. So what is happening is it's a slower shift. It's a slower reality change, but it's happening, and it's still massive, and it's still major. So we're being given time, because this has never happened before. where a planet ascends and humanity, who is at such a low frequency, is ascending along with it. This is all brand new in the universe. So we're here at a very, very powerful time, and it's incredible and it's very challenging. So give yourself a lot of grace and do your best to align with the energies that are coming through with each portal, with each eclipse, with each moon. There's just so much that is working through us. So again, the north node is the dragon's head, the south node is the dragon's tail. So it's, the past. What are we leaving behind? So with the south node in Libra, what are old relationship patterns that are not in alignment, that are not in harmony and in balance, that we're ready to leave behind us? And then with the north node in Aries, this is very much that action energy of being the leader of our life. So where have we been just allowing life to happen to us rather than being the creator of our reality? So again, of course, I was guided to host this masterclass today. I was wanting to do it last month and it wasn't aligning. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to push it. That force versus flow idea, of course, coming in there, but it just feels like this is exactly why. So the Taurus North Node, which we're still having that final eclipse on the 28th in that axis, that's very much about evaluating our personal values, our resources. Taurus is an earth energy. So it is about the material world, very much so. But what are the resources that we value? But it's also about relaxing and being in the body and slowing down and allowing ourselves to really appreciate the pleasures in life, it being in the moment, the little things in life as much as the little luxuries of life too. So yeah, and then because it's that earth energy, it's helping us to get stability. Scorpio is the south node. Yeah, my south node is in Scorpio, personal. We all have our own birth charts, of course. So my personal north and south node are Taurus and Scorpio. So that watery depth energy. So Scorpio can tempt us into taking shortcuts or to staying in that struggle energy, being really stuck in those deep, watery, emotional depths. So are we allowing all of that to control our life versus allowing ourselves to step onto dry land, that Taurus energy being the north node? And then Scorpio is very much about transformation, death, and rebirth. But it's also, so it's got three different zodiac symbols: the scorpion, the eagle, and the phoenix. So the eagle, when we ascend and learn the lessons from Scorpio, the south node, the eagle can stand on dry land and it can soar above the mountains. It doesn't even have to climb the mountain. It can just fly up right over it. And then the phoenix obviously is now embodying total resurrection and spiritual power. It is rebirthing into its golden essence. So there's another magical layer that comes in with the highest frequency of the scorpionic energy. So I wanted to add that in because it feels very, very poignant for this time collectively as we shift and ascend our frequency of embodiment. So Aries Libra is very much me versus we, and the Taurus Scorpio is very much about your internal foundation. Let me get a sip of water. So with that foundation in place, Aries is now getting us to take action in alignment with those values. So again, this eclipse could be a massive game changer for all who truly align with it and bring completion to those old ways of being. And then with that foundation in place, really take forward action. So the Scorpio Taurus axis began in November 2021. So if you want to also look back from 2 years prior, what shifts, what themes have been coming up in your life in the last 2 years. And this can very much be related to your financial stability, your material world, and your emotional reality. So think back, consider, what are you bringing completion to? What are you embodying now in your next level? And then with the Aries energy, the last time we had an eclipse so it's technically an eclipse in Libra. The full moon is in Libra. So when the last time we had this was October 2004, in a very similar alignment. So going all the way back 19 years prior, what cycles in your life were beginning then, and what are you ready to bring completion to, especially as it comes to relationships? Libra is very much about that relational energy, that we energy. So how you're relating to others, intimate relationships, 100%. And that's going to be highlighted as well in the last eclipse of the month. So, which is also the last eclipse of the year, this relationship and intimate partnership energy. So I want to bring all of that up because the full moon will illuminate the conflicts between those two energies of Taurus and Scorpio. So we have so many opportunities to really recalibrate and to really let go of those old ways of being. Again, working with the energies can really help us to quantum shift our realities. So yeah, we have much working through us in this month, and it's powerful. So the more that we can anchor in, embody, and be in alignment, so especially today, we're going to move into meditation in a moment, but the more we can stay in alignment with that right now, in alignment with the present moment, and open up our crown to receive the energies, the more things can really begin to open and blossom. And so it might be an inspiration to take an action to, align more fully with this energy. It may be a knowing of, this is the path you're meant to go down now with this North Node energy working with us. And it could be a total pivot, a total shift from what you've been doing. And with the eclipse coming up, they're game changers. They can change everything. They can make you just really change things up on a very profound way. So lots and lots that we are calibrating to right now.